Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to today's stream. Just posting, letting people know I'm live. Okay, we're gonna save that, post that. Well, wait, make sure it posts. Man, it shouldn't take that long for something to post. Like, come on, bruh. Alright, cool. Alright. I'll post on Twitter now. Oh, it's all good, Liz. It's all good. And nothing to apologize for. Everybody be thinking they gotta apologize for me. I'm like, I understand people are busy and stuff, so I ain't even tripping about it. Like, if there is ever a time where a streamer trips about you not, like they get on you, like, oh yeah, you should apologize. Like, they say some stuff like that, unfollow that person. I sure forgot to turn my TV down. Yeah, it's like, stay away from streamers like that. It's the thing, wasn't even that busy, just very. Oh no, it's hey, like at times like we need a a break from stuff, so they ain't even like nothing to apologize over. I completely understand because I'm the same way with some of my friends that are streamers. Other people. I'm saying like that's the thing. So they ain't even nothing to apologize over. But yeah, shout out to Liz, guys. So I'm not even streaming until next month. Earliest. Wow. I'm saying if you Liz, if there is ever a time you want to like reach out and talk about some things, like you could always reach out to me. Like I'm available 24/7. I may be asleep, but like blow my phone up if you need to. Whether it's like words of encouragement, some jokes, like whatever it is. Hey, what's up, Mo?
Welcome back, Tyler.
But yeah, that goes for anybody watching my streams. If y'all going through it, dealing with some stuff, always feel free to reach out to me. Like, I don't care how personal that stuff is, People think like, oh, I can't I can't talk about things because it may be too personal. Fam, I've been told some crazy stuff before. Like, it doesn't even matter. Just realizing I need me to make my circle small. Oh, I saw a video of that on TikTok not too long ago. And I'm like, the people that I know today, I'm happy I know the people today. Like, you, Liz, Mo, other people, that aren't like here and stuff. But yeah, there's people that I'm like, hey, I'm good. I'm glad I know you. Then there's people that I knew back when I was like in school or wherever and was like, nah. They living up to that first part of your name, Liz. It's funny how I'll be having like those like conversations like I don't know why. This is something that I've been thinking for the longest. I talk like an emotional drunk, but I'm not even drunk. Like I have no alcohol in my system, but I legit talk like I just had like 15 drinks and I didn't seem like some good friends and be like, hey, you know what? I love you guys. Like y'all are chill. They just bust out in tears and start crying. That's not even me though when I'm drunk. Now I get frustrated. I get annoyed very easily. That's why I don't like drinking. Besides getting sick, I was like, nah. I get annoyed too easily. I start looking at stuff. I'm like, why is that person walking that dog? Like, what are you walking that dog for? That dog don't need to. That dog can walk on its own time. Like, I think stuff like that. I'm like, that's why I just, you know, drinking ain't for me. Some pretty crazy. Yeah, Mo, you've definitely told me some wild ones, but it's stuff that we can like look at and just be like, hey, you know what? We can have a mutual respect for each other, and it's good. That's how I am. You get annoyed when you drink? Yeah, I don't know why I'm like that. Look at cars driving by. Why y'all driving? Like, what's wrong with you guys? Y'all can't walk? That's your people's problem. Jeff Bezos makes like $10 billion. Why he make $10 billion? And how come I don't have $10 billion? I've been doing YouTube a lot longer than he's been doing Amazon, and not realizing he's been doing that company for years. Time the people that I care for, most of the time just ends up being bad. I'm saying, like, nah, Liz, right there with you. I'm in a healthy relationship. That's good. That's good, Mo. I'm happy to hear that. With some of the stuff you was telling me, I was praying on that. I was like, hey, yo, somebody better be out there for Mo, because if not, like, I'm starting up a TV show. Really wasting my time. I am as a part of the problem. Yeah. Nah, seriously, it's like it's because you're too nice, huh? You're too like nice and caring to people. Because if you say yes to any of those questions, I believe you have the TMossBoss syndrome, where you're just nice to too caring. Exactly. Exactly. No, really. Wait, you're like, are you in a relationship, Mo, or are you? Because now I'm confused. What card can I use? Can I use the Sesto Elemento? Being too nice always bites me. No, yeah, no. It's, yep, that is my problem. I think I've told you about that, Mo, so you know me, you know how I am. People take advantage. It's, honestly, it's crazy. It's very crazy. And then they don't like realize it until it's, you know, they want to like be that person like, oh no, like, because Mo, you told me, you sent me videos about this type of stuff, like, not to put your business out there on blast, but nah, like, people realize that stuff and they like, oh no, I'm sorry, like, because I realized that you was good for me, and so now like I want things to be to be better and stuff. Like I think we can like, you know, put that past behind us. It's like, nah, you played your cards, game's over. The shady, yeah, that guy. That's a video I'm like, man, Mo, it wouldn't, if you were a celebrity, you definitely have one of them like compilations on YouTube. There's like Mo Savage moments and stuff. I know for a fact you would have like, man, I'm telling you, Mo, you gotta get like famous and you gotta have a reality TV show. If you have a reality TV show, I definitely would want to be a part of it, whether it's a cameraman, producer, or starring. Can no longer look at them the same. No, for sure. 100%. There's people that I know that I've been too caring to, and then they take advantage of that stuff, and I just can't look at them the same anymore. Saying like, it's stuff like that where it's like, I don't think people realize like that pain and anger you cause somebody. They don't realize that stuff until it happens to them. Okay, you know, that's, you see what I'm saying? Like, anybody watching this at a later time, Mo is honestly one of the most open friends that I can have, and it's good to have friends like that. Exactly, Liz. Exactly. Yeah, Liz, meet Mo. Mo, meet Liz. Mo is definitely one of those friends where she'll tell you some stuff, and it's like, dang, like, She's one of those coworkers where she'll just come up out of nowhere and tell you a crazy story and be like, hey, I just started working here, but I appreciated that. I needed that. It just, you know, it sets the mood and stuff. Then meanwhile, I had coworkers at my old job telling me how she needed to buy some hemorrhoid cream. I still, till this day, like, that's something I just didn't need to know. Especially I had like a protein bar. I was like, I didn't even want to eat the protein bar anymore because I'm like, well, that just spoiled my appetite. I'm just going to go ahead and give me a protein shake and something with some info for them. Oh, for sure. I let people see my true colors and who I really am. Like, I will, like, roast people, and then they just, you know, if that's our sense of humor, then that's our sense of humor, but thing about me. Oh, yeah, for sure. No, that's how I am. When it's, like, people, when I'm, like, I can look at them and be like, no, I can tell you things, and I know, like, you won't, like, tell nobody about it. Hemorrhoid cream. Yes. No, alright, so so me and this coworker, we were at Bartell's. I didn't realize that she was standing in front of me. And so I was like, I think I was listening to my music and I was just kind of standing there waiting to pay for my stuff. And so she turns around and looks at me and she's just like, oh, hey, Tyler. I was like, hey, what's up? I was like, how's your day going and stuff? And she was like, you know, I'm just up here getting this hemorrhoid cream. And she said it loud enough to where other people can hear it. And I'm kind of looking around like, no, she did not, like, so I just put my protein bar, like, down, and I just paid for my protein shake, and I just left. I was like, nah, I didn't need to hear that. I was like, you know, there's many things I could have heard today, but I didn't need to hear that. She said it loud, like, with her outside voice inside of a, like, the store, like, Bartell's is kind of quiet, so it ain't like it's a whole lot of loud activities going on in there. She was like, you know, I'm just trying to get this hemorrhoid cream, and I'm like, lady, that's okay. I'm like, you know, because there's people now looking, and I don't, you know, I just wish I wasn't put in this situation. Like, something I'm like, you could have just, you know, kept that to yourself and left it alone, but you decide to just, oh, you know, I'm gonna tell everybody about that, so, alright, it's cool, just chill. I ain't gonna trip. But I was tripping. Was she joking? No, she had the cream. Like, she had the cream in her hand. So it wasn't no joke. She was dead serious. I wish she was joking, but nah, like, having another account, close friends, follow. So on there. I realized, because I didn't know that was a thing. I'm like, hey, I post whatever. I don't really post, like, you know, like, keep secret. Well, not so much as that I keep secrets, but it's like, I just post whatever on my main account, the one that I follow everybody off of. Yeah, it's like, I see a few friends do that. See, I used to do that. Yeah. I don't know, maybe one day I might create an account like that. Follow me on there. So that's the thing, though, because I'm like, who I was when I was a kid, I'm like still somewhat the same way. Like, if it's inappropriate stuff, like, I had to say, like, I don't know. I've matured a lot since I was a kid, so I think that's why, like, a lot of stuff that I posted, you know, it don't matter, because, fam, like, I feel like if I was a kid, like, if I was a kid and had the internet, oh my god, the stuff that I would post, man. I posted some stuff and you guys would have been like, hey, yo, like, hey, like, you might want to delete that tweet. Now, want to hear the mentions while I've tweeted because kids remember. Yeah. And they'll bring it up at the most randomest times, too. They'll say some stuff, like, out loud and just be like, hey, did you really need to say that out loud? Like, you couldn't have just whispered that in my ear or text me that? Like, you had to say that stuff out loud. They'll say some stuff that you don't, like, you didn't even need to, like, say out loud. We're like, hey, Tyler, remember when that girl friend-zoned you last year? I'm like, dang, yeah, I remember. I'm like, thank you for, letting everybody know that everybody's looking at me. There's that one person pats me on the back. Hey, bro, same thing happened to me. Burner Twitter. Yeah, you tell me about that, Mo, but you keep hiding it from me, so I ain't even gonna, I ain't even gonna ask about it. I remember I kept asking you, like, because I'm like, I'll admit, I'm nosy. I like looking at stuff. I like seeing things I don't usually get to see. So I'm like, when you told me about that, I was like, oh, can I follow? I swear, Mo, you work for, like, the government. You work for some CSI people. This would be so fun to do in real life. I'm telling you, I'm gonna become like a professional, like, I'm gonna become a NASCAR driver. Because NASCAR take too long. I do. If they got, like, professional racing like this, I'll do this, but NASCAR is too much. I can't sit on no track for, like, no 3 hours, because if I gotta go to the bathroom, like, it's over. Because I remember I had to look it up and see, like, they say some of them, like, NASCAR drivers, they be using the bathroom on themselves. Because, they can't stop up and be like, excuse me, they can't be like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick, y'all gotta pause the race. Because that's honestly some stuff that I would do. I'll be, like, halfway, be, like, on the 300 lap or something. I'll, like, going talking to the officials, like, hey, can we, like, pause the race real quick? They're like, why, what's going on? I'm like, I gotta go to the restroom. They're like, well, you can't wait? Like, you only got 200 more laps? I'm like, listen to what you just said. I got 200 more laps. Y'all need to pause this race, bruh, because after this lap, pause the race. They're like, Mr. Moss, we can't pause the race. Like, the racers, like, their adrenaline is running. We can't pause the... I'm like, alright, well, I'm gonna swerve into a wall and crash, and, ain't nobody gonna finish this race, so you choose. Like, but I'm gonna use the bathroom, and this race is gonna be paused. And if I'm in first place too, oh, I'd be so. See, if I'm like in last place, I wouldn't have cared. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna lose this race, so it won't matter. But if I'm like in first place, I'm like, nah, y'all gonna have to pause that. Racing like this, because wait, how long have I? Yeah, I've only been doing this for like 4 minutes, so this is more of my speed. I'll do this. It's like, it's either gonna be this or a professional wrestler. Which one should I choose? Should I be a professional wrestler or a professional racer? I'm gonna let y'all decide. Sad laughing at some of these tweets. So now I'm curious. Like, now, like, I want to know, but at the same time, I'm like, nah, if that's like your personal account, I ain't going, question it and stuff. Racer, okay. I'm like, now I'm curious, like, how come you didn't say, like, wrestler? Now I'm kind of curious, like, why you didn't say that. I feel like she's gonna say some, like, honest stuff. But you don't have the body build for it. You're too small. And wrestler is like 6'5", 300 pounds. Ooh, I like that card. Yeah, I like that. Because I had that in the last one. About time they gave me something good in this game. Always giving me some freaking Toyotas and Nissans. Yeah, let's switch to that Lamborghini truck. Yeah. Change car. Wait. I was about to say, I'm like, no, they did not freaking trick me into thinking I had this car and then gonna take it away from me. Oh, that's such a beauty. If I get rich, I'm definitely buying a Lamborghini. What is this supposed to be, like a SUV? I don't care. I'm buying it. Is this game fully out? Because I want to get the, what is it? The DeLorean from Back to the Future. So yeah, okay, it's out. Alright, so where is this? I'm gonna drive to my place. It's a Lambo years. Yeah. Yeah, I like this, because I remember I saw it before, and I was like, hey, yo, that's a nice looking, it's nice looking. I thought, because I see where they had, like, the, whatchamacallit, Porsche. Porsche got, like, some, like, SUV type car. And I saw, like, the Lamborghini ones. I was like, oh, no, I like that. Like, I want this. I want, like, the Demon Dodge Challengers. I don't even know how to even acquire one of those. I might just end up just getting a regular Dodge Challenger. Somebody say hi to me. I ain't gonna respond back. I don't know people like that. I wonder if they got Teslas in this game. Teslas is fast, too. They show where a Tesla was doing the drag race, and it won the race. I'm like, hey, yo, Teslas is actually kind of fast. I feel like they are going to add, like, Teslas in it. Well, I don't know. Yeah, they should. I'm going to see. This thing is fast, too.
Turn right. In 400 yards, turn left.
I don't know why it has to have that GPS. They always tell me some stuff. I'll go off-road if I feel like. What happened? Oh, that's that BMW I found earlier. Okay, cool.
200 yards, turn left.
Alright, so what are your guys' I don't know, what are your guys' thoughts on Kanye West? How y'all feel about him in his current state? Where his barber just, you know, said whatever to the top of his head. I'll let y'all know right now, Kanye weird. Kanye's one of those guys I'm like, you ain't Jesus Walk, Kanye. You definitely, I don't know, you somebody, but you ain't the Jesus Walk, stronger, can't tell me nothing, gold digger. You ain't that Kanye. It's like, I want the Kanye that got up on TV and said Bush don't like black people. That's the Kanye that I like.
You have arrived at your destination.
Alright, let's see what this BMW looking like.
The first turbocharged car in Europe in the 1970s. 170
I think I've
horsepower,
bought cars,
wide
a car
body.
like that before.
Nice, though.
Like
It
a
has
previous
turbo
Forza,
backwards, so
but
racers can see it
that's
coming
not
in
no
their
barn
mirrors.
find. I've had cars like that before. Alright, no, not my cars. Buy cars. Buy and sell. Still ain't got it. See if they got Tesla. They don't even have Tesla. It's like they what is it? What is a TVR? What is these cars? Because I ain't never heard of that. Vauxhall? I ain't never heard of that either. Okay, what are some other cars? Vool? I ain't never heard of that. That's a Jeep. That ain't no a Willys. Zenvo? Never heard of that. And they got all these brands that ain't nobody never heard of, but they ain't got Teslas in the car from Back to the Future. And that's all I asked for. That's it. That's all I asked for. And Porsche, I will never buy any Porsche cars. Because Porsche cars, they are cursed. One too many people done died behind Porsche cars, and I ain't trying to be the next one. So I will never, even if it was gifted to me, I'm like, nah, you could. I honestly would probably hurt somebody's feelings. They gift me a Porsche. I'm like, you can actually take that car back. They're like, why? I spent so much money on this car. I spent $150,000 on this car. I'm like, well, you could get your money back. Like, I ain't asked for that car. I ain't asked to die. I'm like, I ain't gonna drive it nowhere. That car legit will sit in my driveway and collect dust. Paul Walker, there's this one guy named James Dean from like the 50s. Who else? There's this one guy from that TV show, Jackass, Ryan Dunn. What are some other... There's a lot of people out there that had issues with them Porsche cars. Porsche cars ain't no joke. That's why that car, nah, that puts like legitimate like paranoia in my head fooling around with them Porsche cars. Range Rovers. They even got like... That's the newer one. There's this neighbor in my she has one of those like Range Rover cars. She cool. She good people. She always waves at me. She's like the one person in the neighborhood that's like I'm actually that I like. She cool. Her and her husband. I'm like, y'all people chill. I like you guys. I was watching that video today, or yesterday, the "See You Again" video. That video, when that song came out, I was like, hey, yo. I'll admit, I almost got in the theaters and started crying when they showed Paul Walker drive off in the distance in that Fast and Furious 7. I'll admit, I almost cried. I got a little teary-eyed. Should I get a Camaro? What car should I buy? I'm going to leave it up to you guys. What car should I buy? Since I can't get the DeLorean or a Tesla. I ain't got money for a Bugatti, so Bugatti is out there. That's how you know, like, I'm down bad, is when I'm even broke in a video game. I could get a BMW i8. How'd that look? Can I, like, see what they look like? There we go. Okay. So you're saying you got money if you got like some camo print. I've never seen something like this on a BMW. Like when you're from down south but you got money. Who gets a wooden... I don't even trust that. I don't trust that at all. Should get the camo print so it can, you know. It's a southern black thing. Mo knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, southern print. Like, yeah, that's it's you honestly. It's I'd never do that to a nice car like that. add a camo print to a BMW. It's a BMW. Like, go get you like a neutral, not neutral, but like a quiet like color and stuff, like a darkish, you know, color maybe. Only bright color you can really have to a car like that is maybe like white or something, but like I like to go out hunting, but I like business cars. I like cars about business. Get some sleep. Thank you, Liz. Appreciate you for stopping by. Shout out to Liz, guys. Make sure y'all go follow her. Wait, is there one of those signs? One of those signs underneath this bridge. It's not even underneath. It's on top of that thing. Why would they put that there? Why would they put that sign there? Just for those that can't really see it. Look where they got this sign at. Why would they put that there? How are cars supposed to get up there? Like, that makes no sense. Well, guess I won't be getting that sign. But yeah, Mo, do you have a southern accent? And you slang? You know what I'm talking about, Mo. Watch people gonna be like, what kind of question is that? What's that even mean? Mo knows exactly what I'm talking about. Dang, this car is fast. This is supposed to be an SUV? Like, I'm just saying, like, this, just, you know, it's a legitimate question. Do you have a southern accent? I'm just curious. You know, I've heard, you know. Burner count, continue watching. Oh, probably. I just have a strange feeling that because, Mo, I don't think you know too much about, like, you know, the beefs I've been in on YouTube. But I think it's honestly just going to become a video made about me. Videos titled TMossBoss Hates His Fans. And then it's just going to be some old, some like, if they want to call it that, some old sad sob story. But I'm like, nah. Make sure y'all tell the whole story, not parts of it. But yeah, it's stuff like that. I'm like, I can't deal with that anymore. I can't deal with, like, you know, I like, if it's gonna be like some arguments where it's like, okay, like, you know, we laughing, cracking jokes, alright, cool. But if it's legit just gonna be like non-stop arguing about some dumb stuff, like, nah, I can't go through that no more.
Turn left.
Like, I honestly would rather, like, stop streaming if that's gonna be the case. So that's why I was like, had to come up with something. This car is freaking fast. Better than me. I'm saying, like, if this would have probably been, like, some years ago, nah, some people have been getting their feelings hurt. I have to say, like, throughout the years, I've, you know, especially, like, with working at my old job, that place definitely helped me a lot with, like, being a bigger person in situations, because I'm, you know, at one point in time in my life, like, I would have been like, nah, yeah, I should have. But yeah, at a point in time in my life, I definitely would have been like, nah, forget block. Because did I ever tell you about the time when I caused a kid to cry on YouTube? He posted a video of himself crying. It wasn't even like me that said or did anything. I did like make a video like going off on the kid, but it was actually fans of mine that caused him to cry. So technically I didn't do nothing, but still. The heck is that? Dang, them freaking brakes is on fire. Can I please use the... I'm using this freaking Lamborghini truck. I ain't using none of the other cars. This freaking truck is a beast. But yeah, I'm like, I've grown throughout the, Alright, so a while ago, this is when I like had kind of started taking YouTube serious back in 2015. So there and also when I started doing reaction videos. So anyways, there's a kid, at the time he was a kid, I think he's an adult now, but anyways, he wanted me to react to a video. And I think I had seen the video and was all like, nah, that video is dumb, I'm not going to react to that. Plus I already had seen it, so I'm like, it wouldn't even make any sense to react to it. But he just still like kept asking and asking, so I was like, alright, you know what, fine, react to it, get it out the way. Or I'll react to like part 2 of the video, get it out the way, and you know, to eliminate him. Because this dude was like spamming my comment section. So anyways, I had like no reaction in that video. I wasn't laughing, I wasn't talking, I just posted that video just for his sake, called it a day. But I was like, nah, that's not who I am. Like, I don't post videos like that. So I don't want this video to like blow up and things, and everybody's like, oh, he had no reaction, and so on. So anyways, I took the video down. He got mad. Then he started, at the time I was beefing with somebody, and he was already a fan of them, but then he ended up being a fan of me, but then he went back to being a fan of them. So he was going back and forth doing this, back and forth stuff. So then I was like, you know, he just being dumb, he being stupid. I'm like, how kids act and stuff. So then he started threatening me, and I'm kind of just like laughing at the situation. It's like, oh, this kid's crazy. I'm like, this kid is so wild. Like leaving comments talking about I've kidnapped TMossBoss, I got him locked in the closet and all that stuff. And I'm like, I remember I posted a video, I think the day when he started spamming my comment, because people was like commenting towards him talking about, what are you talking about? Like, what are you... And so I was making fun of the situation. I was like, yeah, I guess this 14-year-old kid managed to somehow like manhandle me and kidnap me and throw me off in a closet. Like kind of an odd looking closet, looked just like my house. And so just made fun of him over it and things. So then this is the like when I overall started getting mad, was when he started threatening like friends of mine. And so that's when I just, you know, I shut all that stuff down. I remember I posted some video and was just calling them out, saying a bunch of different things to him. And I think the people that was a fan of me at the time, they was repeating it back to him or spamming it in his comment sections. So he posted a video of himself crying, talking about myself and my fans need to leave him alone. And he was crying hard. It was one of those like, he just got whooped type crying. And I remember, I think I reacted to that video and I was just laughing. Like, that's what type of stuff that I was on back in the day. I made a kid cry, and I posted a video of me reacting to him laughing. So, that's, you know, I think I've grown a lot over the years, because, yeah, if I definitely been on that stuff today, I probably would have had some savage videos up myself. And I think then what else? Oh yeah, then there was another time when he threatened me and I said, look, if I ever do see you, I don't care if you're underage, I will kick you in your throat. Like, all foot to throat. Don't care. I'm like, if I get jail time, I get jail time, but that should just be your warning. Like, oh, maybe I should leave angry black people alone. It's like, I'm a nice person, but I just don't like... It's more so when, like, friends of mine, when they start, you know, getting in the mix of it, then that's when I'm like, nah. It's like, you need to take your 14-year-old self and get up out of here. My phone go off? Nope.
Oye, amigo, you win again?
What happened?
I'll ask Haley to tell everyone you are unapproved by the festival for your reputation.
How come this one hasn't been
Fine,
unlocked?
I won't.
It's time to expand. What are we
See,
doing
but
next?
how is it temporary unlocked? That would make no sense. What's this? An epic mega trail across all of Mexico. I guess I'll do that.
One juggernaut coming right up. I'll tell Jay.
What other like crazy stuff have I said to people because of YouTube? People just overall like would say things, and I'm like, fam, just leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered with people. I just want to be left alone. Yeah, it's, you know, that's how people are. I'm like, it can't just, you know, get on the internet and act normal towards people. They always gotta, people are weird. Yeah, people are weird. And that's, see, and that was the thing, like, what, oh, okay, but that was the thing, like, that's why I was, like, you know, was trying, like, my hardest, like, with this, you know, the guy that thinks, you know, black people have southern accents, like, I was trying my hardest not to be that person. I was trying so hard, because then I would have, like, been painted out as the bad guy. I would have even looked at myself as the bad guy. I'm like, but even though he did say some out-of-pocket things, like, oh, trust me, I'm like, you don't even know the stuff that's running through my head right now, so that's why I'm like, I think it's just best if I, you know, block him, leave it at that. But, yeah, it's just, you know, it's people. People on YouTube is weird. That's why I think I was saying earlier, I'm like, you know, I'm cautious about telling people to, you know, become YouTubers and content creators and stuff, because it's, you got some people out there that, you know, they can't just be normal.
In 400 yards, turn left.
It's like, you think you experience racism at your school, Mo? I'm like, racism on YouTube. Racism on YouTube, people, they just, you know, they say a lot of, like, crazy stuff on there. Knowing that they would never say that to somebody face to face, but they know they can get away with it on YouTube, because they know they live, like, in freaking Ireland or something. And, of course, I live all the way out here in the States, and so they know that they can get away with saying stuff like that with no consequences. But, yeah, there's people out there, you know, Sedan said, I think the worst thing that's ever been said to me that was racist was that somebody said that I deserved to be hung. And I was like, wow, I made you that upset. I'm like, you could have very well avoided my videos. You got that bad where you brought, like, hanging into this. All right. I'm like, yeah, I think, you know, while that's happening to me, I think you need counseling. I ain't doing that drifting. Nah. You're going right up this hill. Skipping that. That drifting is cursed. Come on, bro. Come on. Go up on this side here. You turning sideways, bro. Oh my god, man. Okay, let's go further over here. Yeah, I couldn't, yeah. Yeah, YouTube and content creating, it's, you know. I don't have thick skin, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing I tell people. I'm like, you know, if you are going to get into it, you got to have some thick skin. You know, you got to be able to look at that stuff and just be like, hey, it's just, you know, some racist people. Knowing that they'd never say that to a person face to face, so. But yeah, it's like, that's just something, I don't know, because the thing was with me, like, when I got into it, like, YouTube and all of that, was that it was just more so, like, with the entertaining factor, because I never, you know, I hadn't really been introduced to a whole lot of, I knew, like, what racism was, because I read a lot about that stuff when I was a kid. Like, I was reading books about Martin Luther King and freaking watching movies, you know, watching stuff about Malcolm X, like, just so many different things. Or it's like, you know, about, like, what black people was dealing with, like, back in the 60s and stuff. So when I look at it now, I'm like, man, this stuff is, like, nowhere as near as compared to what was going on back then. That's why I just don't look at it as, like, something serious. It's just a bunch of, like, you know, scary people that want to just hide behind some, like, not even borderline, but, like, you know, some backhanded, like, racist comments. And they're like, oh, I didn't mean anything by it. I didn't know it was offensive to, you know, to say black people do this, or it's just something that I observed. Like, you didn't know. That same stuff, if some racist stuff was said about you, you'd call that stuff out. So that's why I just think a lot of people out there, they just don't need internet access. It's like, you would be a great you know, person to be, like, you know, if you was a YouTuber or streamer, Mo. But yeah, that oh, then on top of the fact of you being a woman too, people, they would just, yeah. Best advice for women out there, you know, start your videos off wearing hoodies and shirts, hoodies and shirts. Don't wear nothing that's gonna be revealing. Guys will see that stuff and lose their minds over it.
That's the start gate to a trailblazer. Now all you have to do is hit the finish gate. Go, go,
No, I don't want to do this. No! What is this? I wanted to do a race. Bro, what is this? This is so... Nah, I'm freaking starting this all over. Because I don't know what that was. I ain't doing that. But yeah, it's messed up for a lot of, like, people out there that are content creators. And that's, like, one thing that I'm, like, you know, gonna try to be big on, like, when I have, like, a much more bigger platform, is, like, just telling people, I'm like, hey, be more respectful towards women on streaming services. Like, had to get a drink of water real quick, but there's just people out there, I like being, like, certain women's streams, and dudes would say some stuff. I'm like, now, would you say that to that girl in real life? Like, or are you just saying that because, like, okay, it's the internet, I could get away with this type of stuff? Like,
Welcome back, Tyler.
see if they added. They haven't added those cars. I might play freaking Call of Duty or something. Think I might, yeah, play zombie, because I was like, yeah, I want to play me some zombies. Yeah, yeah. There's dudes out there, Mo. I'm like, I definitely Sorry, I don't play Siren Pain. Oh, it's all chill. It's all good. They still ain't got... I'm playing freaking Vanguard. Get that crap. But... trying to think what other stuff is there to be warned about content creating. Yeah, just overall, like, people out there are weird. You got kids with no home training. You got adults that, you know, you can honestly tell when they were kids, they ain't have no home training. Or they were just, you know, sheltered in too much. And they just don't know how to overall act in, like, social areas in the world. So then they get on, you know, YouTube or any other platform, just say some old out-of-pocket stuff. It's like, what other things goes down? Yeah, it's just it's a weird place. Stalkers. Oh yeah, stalkers. I've had my fair share of stalkers. When just overall throughout the time I've been on YouTube, and it's just wild how people like they do that. They carry on like that. Cause some of the stories I've heard like with YouTubers, it's just crazy how like they people would show up to like their houses and be like, oh, I just want to make videos with you. Like I don't know, cause if you're talking on the type of stalkers that you deal with, I'm like, nah, them dudes is just you need a restraining order on them. But nah, but with like stalkers, like with YouTubers and stuff and social media influencers, them people be freaking crazy. Them people don't know how to act. They go and they see their person that they like out in public. They're like, oh my god, like I gotta sniff their elbows. I gotta rub their knees. I'm like, what are you on? Like, stop doing drugs. Like, leave people alone. I don't want to play this. I'm leaving these people. I'm going right back to campaign. I don't even want to play zombies. Well, sorry to whoever those people are. But, yeah, people, it's like, what other things? Have you seen the wave of influencers being robbed? I've heard of it. It don't really surprise me, because just with all this stuff that's happened with social media like influencers now, like, yeah, that stuff, it ain't really surprising. I shouldn't have thrown that smoke. Why did I throw that smoke bomb? Watch TMossBoss, the World War II hero. That's how I know I wasn't cut out for war, because I've died one too many times in Call of Duty video games. Hey! Man, run up on me like that? Because they're flexing their value. Yeah, no, it's people like that. I'm like, nah, don't get out in public talking about, oh, look how much money I got. Like, oh, I died. F. Wow. On grenade explode. It wasn't even my grenade. They threw it. And that's some freaking. But yeah, that's it just reminds me of the Pop Smoke situation when he was, doing his thing and then ended up getting robbed and killed for it. It's, it's sad things like that happen. But yeah, people, they just, get careless. Oh lord. What does that mean? Oh, dang. Nah, you ain't gonna get me caught up. Yeah, you can't do things like that. Yeah, flexing, just overall trying to show off how much money they got. I just think people need to just overall, like, that type of stuff don't matter. buy if I was a no one. No, yeah. It's the best way to like keep things like that. Like continue, you know, going outside wearing your Air Forces instead of wearing like, you know, some Balenciaga shoes.
Suppress the half-track, MG.
Like what are the things? Catch the bus. I feel like you catch the, well, I don't know. People be out there getting... How he not die? That man literally blew up like, yes, I don't even get that. I know these guys. I know these guys. But yeah, that's my thing. I'm moving away. I'm like, forget this extra stuff. I'm ditching the spot as soon as I get rich. Like, I don't, you know, telling nobody my location. I'm just gonna mind my own business. Oh, that's a friendly. Never mind. Dang.
Suppress that MG.
Bro, is it necessary? Are you climbing Balenciaga? No, I'm just saying, well, it depends, like, which ones do you got? Because if you got one of them ones that look like freaking the McDonald's, whatchamacallit, box thing, yeah, I'm clowning. But if you, yeah, if you don't got that, then I think you'll be okay. Oh, there goes that. I think it's best if I just go right back to Forza and act like none of that ever happened. But yeah, you I mean, I don't know. No comment. No comment, Mo. I think that's like one brand. I don't know. It's like a pair of shoes. Because I'm like, I ain't trying to spend no $800 on those shoes. I heard those shoes is heavy and uncomfortable. I'm like, maybe they come out with, I don't know, some Balenciaga Jordans or something. Yeah, no comment, Mo. I ain't gonna, you know, say something. Next thing you know, we ain't got into a roasting battle with each other's shoes.
Welcome back, Tyler.
There's only like certain pairs of shoes that I spent $800 on. Like, it gotta be like some like rare Jordans. Like, there's these one pair of Jordans that I have, and I've been thinking about it, getting like the original like pairs that came out back in 1996. That's what I really want. Those ones, and then these Nike shoes that change colors. And the only pair of shoes is, well, more so the Jordans. The Nike shoes that change colors. Them shoes only cost $100. So I'm like, somebody trying to sell it for $100. You already roasted me. I mean, I guess, I don't know. Maybe, possibly.
400 yards.
I wouldn't necessarily say I did, but like, that was like the bare minimum of a roast. But I don't know.
Turn right.
yards.
I mean, you got like fancy, you know, shoes and stuff. It's that price point where I'm like that, you know, for that, like $800 for that. I'm like, bro, give me some extra materials. Give me a Air Force. I'll make you that same shoe for a lot less than $800. I see some of them high-end designer shoes. I'm like, them shoes is not no $800. Like Gucci, for an example. That's first off, I wouldn't even want to spend money on no pair of shoes that's, you know, Gucci don't even sound right. The name itself. But yeah, Mo, you done what? Or like that purse that you bought, the purse that was like, how much was it? Like $3,000. That wasn't even a purse. Like a purse, $3,000. I'm like, that better, you know, take me to a whole different dimension. $3,000 for and it wasn't even a purse. It wasn't even a wallet. It's like one of them things it's like a hybrid person wallet. It's like you didn't even get you an actual purse. You got you a hybrid.
In 400 yards, turn left.
Get yourself it. Honestly, it is. Like them one shoes they came out with the rubies. I was like, that is stupid. $1,600 for a pair of shoes with some rubies on it. I'm like, man, that's...
Turn right.
I don't know about all that. Ain't worth it in my opinion.
Turn right. In 400 yards, turn right.
And people really was out there about old John wearing that stuff. I was like, man, you guys...
Turn right.
Y'all just been like, oh, look at me. I got just money to blow and stuff. Then come up like, nah, I'll never forget the one girl came up with a whole Balenciaga outfit.
Turn left.
And I think she was getting, they fall off. The rubies, wow, that's crazy. But the one girl came through with a whole Balenciaga outfit just for her card to decline. That was probably the most painful, like, person to tell that to. Like, that's the one that caused me some pain. Cause she was cool, like, you know, and I was like, I remember I complimented her on her outfit. I was like, okay, I see you. Got the Balenciagas and all that. Got the, you know, the shoes and the hoodie. I couldn't really tell with the pants. But
400 yards.
I think she got like maybe a couple of dollars worth of stuff. That thing said card declined. I was like, ooh. Like, I looked at it, I was like, dang. Like, I don't know how to really tell you this, but fam, you gonna have to come through with another card. No, like, there's people at my old job, because the corporate, like, so it was a corporate building for Nordstrom's also. Was she buying? It was like some stuff only worth like $2. It wasn't even a whole lot. Like, I think she got like some bacon or something, because it was the breakfast like time.
400 yards. Turn
So she wasn't even getting like a whole lot in things. So she just only got her like $2 worth of bacon. And yeah, she came through and I was like, dang. Cause like you could come back here later and pay for it, but you're gonna have to pay for it because I know you and you cool, and I don't want them to be thinking like, you know, you just be getting away with stuff.
About another barn find nearby.
But I'm like, you gonna have to, dang. I don't know how that's possible. How you gonna have $800 shoes on, $300 hoodie, but you can't get $2? Like, you had to just buy that stuff. Like, that was like 99% of her paycheck. She was cool though. There's customers there that was cool about it. They're the ones where their cards declined. They're like, no, that's impossible. I just got paid. I'm like, well, the bills must have came through before you came here, so I'm like, your card declined. They're like, well, that's impossible. Can you swipe it again? I'm like, all right, I think it's gonna get declined again. I'm pretty sure you're getting a notification on your phone, like, you're a card pro. Probably. They're like, yeah, probably that makes sense too. That makes sense too. Card company was probably all like, oh nah. I just don't get that. How you gonna freeze it if she try and make a $2 purchase? Like, come on now. But yeah, that makes sense too. That makes sense too. But she was cool. But there was other customers that come through and be like, no, that's impossible. Like, I'm 68 years old. I'm rich. I'm about to retire here soon. My pension is off the charts. My card should not be out here declining. I'm like, Willard, your card declined. Okay? Now either hand me another card or put the food back. Like, but just stop because you're making a fool of yourself. So, like, Willard, come on now. You better than this. For a Gucci. Dang. That's messed up. I remember when my chip reader was messing up, and that mess said card, or there was like, I think it was like, it said, it had something pop up. I was like, man, I just got paid. I know this thing ain't. Then that's on like, oh, the chip reader is messing up. But yeah, get your card being like declined. That ain't fun. I'll admit, that's happened to me before. It ain't fun. That's when I was just going crazy with my money. That's when I started getting a source of income. I wasn't paying attention to how much money I had left. So I'd get off up in GameStops. It's so weird because it's like, dang, like, alright. Then that's when I'm like, okay, I can't have that happen no more. I think it's only happened to me maybe like once or twice. I'm trying to think. There was the one time where I do remember. I'm trying to think. I don't think it was any other times after that. But, nah, it's horrible. You stand there looking at the cashier, they looking at you. They're like, this broke dude really tried to come through here and buy himself a video game. It's embarrassing. It is embarrassing. I'm like, dang. Happens at Starbucks too. I'm trying to think. It's never happened to me with no small purchases. More so with like video games and that's it. I'm trying to think. I think that was about it. But yeah, I'm like, I make sure of it. I make sure of it, like, you know, okay, if I'm low, I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and see and, you know, make sure, like, plot out, plan. I'm like, okay, I'm going to buy this, dang, can't buy that because that's going to be too much. All right, next paycheck, buying this. But yep, that is life. For my younger audience, anybody watching this at a later time, you don't have like a steady source of income, like you like it in school or something. Once you make it into the real world, avoid getting your card declined so you won't end up like me. And then you're like, well, dang, yeah, I guess I won't be a... Oh, no, the worst was when they had, my freaking bank, they didn't send me out my card in time. So my card, I had money, but my card, it was expired. And so my card was declining in this store. I think, yeah, no, that was the other time. So yeah, that time it wasn't declining because I didn't have no money. It was declining because they gave me, or my card had expired. Oh, I was so mad. Off up in there, and I'm like, in the store. I think I was getting me some Red Bulls. And the lady was just like, oh, your card declined. So like, excuse me? I'm like, my card hasn't declined since. I was like, nah. I was like, I will show you my bank account, lady. Like, I know my, nah, you playing. She's like, I'm sorry, card declined. I'm like, let me look at this. I'm like sitting there looking at it myself. I'm like, dang, my card did decline. I was like, I have money in here. I just got paid. I looked and they was like, oh, expired. Freaking, I think it was either the month prior or something like that. I called up my bank. I was like, am I supposed to usually get a card prior beforehand this happens? They're like, oh, we're sorry. We're a little bit backed up. I'm like, how are you guys? I'm like, you know what? I'm going. I'll just see y'all at the bank because I can't have this happen. I'm sitting there trying to just get 2 things of Red Bulls and my card declined. I'm like, nah. I'll just go up to the bank. Like, I ain't gonna do no angry black man maneuver. I just want to get my card and call it a day. But other than that, yeah. I think it's just, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, it's, you know, it's life. It's, you know, it's gonna happen to the best of us. We're gonna, you know, just get careless at times. But as we get older, I feel like, you know, we do plan out that stuff a little bit better. But if you're Mo, yeah, guys, anybody watching this stream now or at a later time, if you're Mo, you still gonna go out and get you a $3,000 hybrid purse. It's like a purse and a wallet. It is a humbling experience. Makes you appreciate like the value of $1 more. It honestly, you know what? No, it makes you cheap. Like, it makes you cheap. Then you start looking at it. Now I look at things and be like, hey, yo, why does it cost that much? Like, why is a Red Bull $3.84? I ain't getting $3.84 worth of energy. So why have I got to pay $3.84 for a can of Red Bull? Then across town, Mo is in freaking, what, Nordstrom's. They're like, man, so we have this purse, and then we also have this purse that's $3,000. They look roughly the same, but this one is a little less expensive. Mo's like, give me the $3,000 purse. Like, I'm trying to stunt. I'm trying to have an appearance, okay? Like, Mo, I can tell you're the type like where I can see like us shopping and I'm all like, you know what? I'm gonna get these Air Forces. Mo's like, why are you not getting the Jordans? They cost more. Like, I don't want to get that. I want to get the Air Forces because they cost less. That's the color that I like. We used to end up in the Nike store arguing about which shoes I'm gonna buy. I'm like, it's my card. I'm the one with the money. I should be able to buy what I want. Mo's all like, people are going to judge you. They're going to see, like, why is he not wearing Jordans? Why is he wearing Air Forces? He's wearing the poor man Jordans. Now I'm sitting there looking like, dang, I guess if you view it that way. I'm like, yeah, I'll take these Jordans in a size 10. Then watch that end up liking the Jordans. I've done that. I ain't went bought shoes. I'm like, I do not like these shoes. I should have just went and just got the Jordans. Go back next day. Yep, got the Jordans and these shoes I don't like. Like Air Forces. I bet you like black Air Forces because some of the stuff you do, it's you be doing some black Air Force stuff. You don't just do you ain't the type. I feel like you like black Air Forces. Like, you low-key like them because they're all, like, they're fashionable. Or you like brown Air Forces. I feel like you like the, like, type of brown Air Forces, like the color of Tim's or something. I got a pair of Air Forces. I need to bring those out because it's that time of the year where it's just be raining outside for no reason. So I gotta bring those out. Gotta bring out my Nike boots. Might get me some Tim's. I feel like you only wear low-top Air Forces. I can't see you wearing a pair of high tops or mids. Unless it's like, because I know they got those ones that's like for women, and it's, you know, those type, but I don't see you wearing like actual high top or mid top Air Forces. I definitely see you wearing just the low tops. Exactly. I knew it. I just had a feeling. Like, any high-top shoes. Really? I feel like... This even makes sense. I feel like you would kill it with wearing some, boots. I feel like you would kill it though wearing some like high top Jordans. Or like at least mid tops. Because mid tops do kind of look like high tops a little bit, so. But I feel like you would kill it in those. Like get the right color. Cause it seemed like you wear like a brightish but darkish color. Like you seem like you would wear like some like purple Jordans or something. Yeah, I know they ain't gonna have no barn find sitting sideways on some hills, so I don't know why I'm going this far out. But no, everybody be crapping on mid-top Jordans. I love the mid-tops because mid-top Jordans were the first pair of Jordans I ever bought. So I'm like, there's just a special place in my heart for mid-top Jordans. But I feel like though, like most women, they do wear like low tops. I don't know. I ain't gonna. You know what? Nah, let me take that back because that might offend somebody, and then next thing you know, I'm sitting here arguing. So I'll take that back. But I'm just saying, I think I overall see a lot of women out there wearing stuff. Yeah. How I missed that? Bro, just run through the sign. Okay, this car is being... Nah, I'm switching this. This car is stupid. Like another car I can use. Is it raining? That's why my lights was flickering earlier, because it is raining outside. I forgot to mention that in the beginning of my stream. If the stream abruptly ends, it's probably because of the power messing up. So, just warning everybody. Anybody watching this at a later time. But no, that's what I was going to say before I stopped myself. I feel like women that wear high top Jordans, I automatically feel like they play basketball. Like, Mo, if I saw you wearing some high top Jordans, I thought I was like, oh, she plays basketball. Okay. She's definitely like a point guard or somebody. I don't see her being like center. Unless you playing like amongst like a lot of short people or something. Alright, I'm sorry. I take that back. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Like, you could be center if you want to. Give me, like, I guess I'll take that. I don't know why they had this stuff. That is... Center is, like, pretty much, like, for the taller, like, basketball player. And point guard is, like, for more of a smaller size basketball player. I think, Shaq was, like, a center when he played. And then somebody like Steph Curry, like, that's a point guard. That would actually be kind of funny, though. Like, Mo, we gotta meet up at, like, a basketball court and play basketball. Because I just need to see, like, how that game would go. Please let this be the barn. Thank you. Like, no. I know you haven't seen this movie, Mo, but you should definitely... Is that a Porsche?
Uy, looks to be in muy mala condición. Think I can get it working?
It is a
That was a
Porsche.
trick
I
question.
don't know
I can
why
get
they...
anything
It's like,
working.
it's Porsches and a Bronco. Bro, those are two cars that people don't want. You got one car, it's like, yeah, they'll kill people, and then the other car where it's for killers. Like, no. I don't want them cars.
Can't wait to take these.
But no, that's the movie I was gonna say. Mo, I feel like you play basketball like this actress in there's this movie called Love and Basketball.
Tell you when I'm done.
And it was like at the very end and how the girl was playing. And I was like, nah, that's I started thinking about it. I was like, nah, that's 100% how you play play basketball, Mo. Like, you play like you out here, like, you know, fighting for love. Like, that's... You gotta watch that movie. You gotta watch that movie, Mo. Just overall, start watching movies in general.
400 yards. Turn left.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I find it hard to believe. Like, I mean, there's certain movies I can understand, but, like, nothing, Mo? Like, you gotta watch you some more movies. You gotta get, like, a bunch of streaming platforms and just watch movies. I'm saying, like, you in school now, but when you out, like, you gotta go watch you some movies.
In 400 yards. Turn left.
Especially black movies, because black movies, I feel like you're definitely gonna get a laugh out of some black movies. Trying to draw an eye. I don't know why I assumed when you said painting. I don't know why I thought you was like painting like a room or something, or painting. I swear I'd having some moments where I'd just be acting slow, like thinking everybody just painting houses and stuff, but. I feel like you might draw a good eye. You know, it might look like this actor named Forrest Whitaker, but you know, like I feel like you draw good eyes. I take that back. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I take back what I said. I ain't cracking no more jokes for the rest of the night. No, I'm done. I'm using the truck. I'm just saying, like, I feel like that's if you was like drawing something or somebody, they asked for like, I don't know, that person had been at that like paint shop asking for a refund. Some guy comes through there, he's like, yeah, can you draw me, but like, you know, make me look like I'm like in like one of them like old like 1800 photos, like I'm like gonna be on like the dollar bill or something. Like you got them looking like Forrest Whitaker, and I'm trying to think, what was a bad movie or a movie he did? Well, I can't even name them off because it's like you don't even know what I'm talking about, but freaking. Oh, that is funny. No, alright, I need to stop. No, I ain't gonna crack no more. I'm done with the jokes for tonight. I'm done. Watch, I'm gonna get to thinking about that when I'm like out in public somewhere. So I'm glad I can wear a mask, because I'm like, I start thinking about stuff and I get to smiling and I'm like, nah, let me stop, because like it ain't the good time to be thinking of some funny stuff. Like, am I the only one here who like has like who can like be in danger of having a laugh attack out in public? Like, who else be having laugh attacks out in public? I know I'm not the only one. Like, Mo, I feel like you probably had at least, like, 2 or 3 good laugh attacks out in public. Like, you just get to thinking about something and you just be laughing so hard, like, you can't even control it. I know for a fact you've had some moments like that, Mo, so... So you can't tell me different. I think everybody at least once in their life done had a good laugh attack. Streaming for. Which I guess you're the only one. No, I am not. I know you've had some laugh attacks. I'll probably do a couple of more races and I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day because I need to record some videos and stuff, so. I didn't realize I was streaming for almost an hour and a half. But yeah, I'll probably do this race, do another race. I swear, man, these accounts. I on Twitch fix this stuff, man. But yeah, Mo, I know for a fact you've had some like. So you mean to tell me you've never gotten out in public, thought of some funny stuff or a joke or whatever it was, and never got out in public and started laughing about it? Like, or at least, like, smiled and had to, like, okay, like, calm yourself down so it won't lead into a laugh attack. Because I know you've had moments like that. Delete messages. You can, like, ban the person and then it would delete their message. Okay, what's gonna be the final race? They have any drag racing? I guess they don't have no drag racing. Alright, I guess I'll do this race.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I'm gonna drive the Dodge Challenger because I haven't driven in that car in a while.
In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination.
This is only an A-class. I imagine I'd freaking do upgrades to this car. This car really gonna be flying. Alright, where's that Dodge Challenger at? This is the car I really want. It's like the only car that still looked like a muscle car. That's what I need to start doing. I need to start doing videos for my car channel. I know there was like the rumor because I'm like, I don't believe in that because I don't know me, I just like muscle cars, but people were like, or I seen this one meme where they said, oh, if the guy drives a Dodge Challenger or Charger, he cheats on his girlfriend. I'm like, fam, like I can't even drive a certain car now. Like, it's stuff like that where I'm like, dang, like then girls gonna look at me and be like, oh nah, you cheat because you driving a Challenger. I'm like, no, I just like muscle cars. Like, I'm not a cheater. I respect relationships. No, a car channel, not a cat channel. I don't even own a cat. Like, that's, it wouldn't make any sense. Have a cat channel and that's, I mean, that's more of your speed. There you go, Mo. So you could do it. No, do a cat channel. You ain't even gotta like reveal who you are. You can just do a cat channel and call it a day. I feel like you said that like with concern though. Like you didn't say that like you didn't say that like you were surprised. Like you were more so concerned like, oh nah, he's doing drugs. Why he got a cat channel? This is not racing music. This is more like, you know, pause the game to go take a bathroom break type music. Like, have something a little bit more intense. Come on. There we go. I'm good. You don't like cats. I mean, like, it's not that I don't like them. It's just that, like, I worry about them. It's more so, like, them, you know, they're just not trusting. Because cats are, like, vicious and violent for no reason. Like, I honestly would rather own, like, an oversized, like, pit bull before I own a cat. At least with that, you know, you could contain, like, an oversized pit bull. Just give the thing, like, food, doggy treats, and all that. A cat, you can't give it, like, no treat and then, you know, be cool with them. Cats will look at you and be like, okay, you giving me the treat, now bow. Yes, because I played this game to get a freaking dress. I swear, this game is so weird with stuff that don't make any sense. Is there a windstorm about to happen? Why is it so... Or a dust storm? Could say the same about you. Yeah, but like, no, you just don't trust nothing. You was the one sat there going to go and message me talking about, oh, can you send me a picture of you holding up these words or something? And I'm like, fam, I shouted you out in a video. Like, you just don't, you're the one that don't trust nothing. A lot of people in this world don't trust cats. You, on the other hand, I can legit just be like, hey, how's your day going? You're like, why are you asking me that question? Like, what is that? What does that mean? Is that a code for something? Are you in danger? Blink twice if you're in danger. Like, you interrogate people. Me, on the other hand, I'm like, nah, there's just certain animals out there that's like, nah, they're not normal. Cats are not normal. This game is still, like, downloading. That's so weird. When does this come out again? They said the 8th. That doesn't even make any sense, bruh. They don't even have a release date. I could have sworn they said this game was coming out on the 8th. They really got like a Jurassic Park game coming out here. Oh, the 11th. Oh, never mind then. Real Farmer. And it's like more games I gotta freaking pre-order and buy. I'm like, bro, can y'all just stop releasing games? So I gotta get Battlefield, of course. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead, call it a day with this stream. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. Shout out to you guys. Thank you. Until next time. Or yeah, in the morning, or maybe sometime in the afternoon later on. I will see you guys then. So thank you guys. Stay tuned for the next stream, and peace.